Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's KIM and the SAV, Kim out of Savannah, Georgia, and of BetterBodyCrew.com. Don't let me forget that. BetterBodyCrew.com, that is. And so, guys, I just wanted to jump on here right quick. A lot of people have asked me about certain things that I posted in private groups, and they said, how did you go from that to this? Not saying I'm all that, but saying I am enjoying the journey. I am continually improving and growing and earning and learning, and it's fun. It's fun. I have pushed past the pain so that now the pain is pleasurable. So it's fun. But here's the whole deal, guys. A lot of people that reach out to me, some of them are even in different companies, and they're saying, hey, how do I get to the point in my life where I feel fulfilled, where I feel successful? And this is a tricky question because it's very relative, right? What is successful to you may not be successful to me. So, I don't do dogs, y'all. So, I'm always careful to answer that question, but the whole thing is, y'all, you've got to get outside of yourself. That's the answer, okay? That's going to make you fulfilled. That's going to make you feel. That's going to make you ultimately successful, no matter what your definition of success is. The dollar amount is not as important as what you are contributing to the world. And I know everybody says this, but this is how you've got to think about it. And it's really, really hard because we come into this world and we are so selfish, right? Like, we're like, give me, mine, all the time as babies. Now, when we get older, we're taught that that's not nice. So we try to act like we are not selfish. But if you really pay attention, hey, good evening, beloved. Hey, Ralph. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, this originally began as a Facebook Live. I invite my friends to walk and talk with me as I get my steps in my bounce boots, Let me give you a little shot right quick. If you don't have your bounce boots, you should have your bounce boots. Bounce with me. Who sang that song? Okay, got my everything on. Waist trainer. You can't see it because I got my jacket, but anyway, yeah. So if you're watching on YouTube, join me on Facebook. If you're watching on Facebook, join me on YouTube. But here's the whole deal, guys. We're taught to not be selfish, and we say we're not, but your income, and a lot of times income does drive success for many people. When people ask me how to be successful, they're not asking like, how can I get more community service hours in, okay? They're usually talking about dollar bills, y'all. So your income is driven by impact. So if you are not seeing the income that you desire so that you can do other things that you deem as successful, then it's because you're not making enough impact. Now, people get upset when I say this because they'll say things like, I'm a good person. I didn't say anything about being good or not. It has nothing to do with it. Are you an impactful person? Are you putting your ego to the side? You can be a good person, but if you're telling me I'm too shy to do videos, okay, you're a good person, but you're keeping all your goodness to yourself. You're a good person, but because your hair doesn't look right, because you don't know what to say, because you don't know how to say it, you're telling me you're not going to jump on video and share with someone a lesson you learned in life, a trial or tribulation that you went through, and you came through on the other side, and give them hope that they can do that too? Okay, Mr. and Mrs. Good Guy, how good are you if you're sitting there keeping that secret to your success in that particular situation? It has nothing, this one little lock is getting on my nerves. It has nothing to do with whether or not you are a good person. It has everything to do with impact. Oh, my hair is doing all types of things. But see, just like I'm on this Facebook Live, right, and I'm annoyed by my hair right now, it's not about me. Oh, but I gotta fix it. Why is this one like this? It's not about me, and it's not about, okay. It's not about you either. That one is weird. It's not about you either. And this is one of the biggest fights I have, not fight like literally, but this is one of the biggest discussions I have with people that join my team, because they'll say, oh, I'm waiting to build my team. It's not about you. You probably will never have the time to build a team. Time is the reason why you joined this company. So if you will never have the time to build a team, then you will never build a team. You should build a team now, though, because it's not about you. You are connected to a bunch of whole other people, a group a team of people that can help you build your team while you're working, while you're sleeping, while you're taking care of your child. It is the power of teamwork. That is what network marketing is. The corporate environment is like all y'all climbing the ladder, and the person in front of you is like stumping on your face as you're trying to climb the ladder, and you're like, please, no, please, I just want to climb the ladder too. That's what corporate is like. Network marketing is more so like there's no ladder, there are stairs. And one person is standing on the stair, reaching their hand down. Now, this is if you're connected to the right company and the right team. Okay, that's the caveat. But one person is standing on the stair, and they're looking back. They have one hand going forward, so that person can pull them up. But they have their other hand. Going behind them like that, so they can reach back and grab you as they ascend too. Do you see that? Corporate. The person is climbing a ladder. It's linear. And they have both hands to pull themselves up. MLM, network marketing, digital marketing, this profession, you get with the right company, you get with the right team, and you will have one person with their hand up front. They are connected to a person who knows more than them, so that person can pull them up, but they got the other hand in the back reaching behind them to grab you and pull you along too. That is a huge difference. I have been in both environments now for quite some time, and I can tell you it is the truth. So the biggest thing I struggle with when people join my team is getting them out of the employee mindset, because they think I only have this many hours to do this business. What they don't realize is that there is a system, there's an infrastructure, there's a team in place. And guess what? It's not about you, and it's not about me. Sometimes I'm out of pocket. Maybe I'm dealing with my son. Maybe I'm having just a moment my dang own self, right? And it's not like, I don't work for my team. And they don't work for me. We all work together. But I don't feel like, because I've sponsored all these people, every time they pick up the phone, every time they ring the phone, I have to pick it up. No, sometimes I'm out of pocket, and I never have to feel bad about that. You know why? Because it's not about me. It's not about me either. There's a whole team of people that I've recruited that if I can't pick up the phone, anyone better bodybuilder can call or put in the group chat whatever their issue is, whatever question they have, whatever concern they're facing. They can put it in the WhatsApp chat, and all the other Better Body members can say, hey, in this situation, this is what you do. It's not about me, and it's not about you. Another example, oftentimes when people join my team, because it is with weight loss, they'll be like, well, when I get my before and after, when I get snatched, when I'm looking all good, that's when I'll tell people, y'all, I get it. I get why you want that, but it's not necessary, okay? There's a woman on my team, Candy B. Y'all know I've interviewed Candy B a few times. Candy B already skinny. That heifer already slim. She will never have a before and after. That did not stop her from joining a health and wellness company where the majority of people do have a before and after, right? Candy B said, I'm going to do this business anyway, and she just uses other people's before and after. So clearly a before and after is not vital to your success. It helps, but you can invite people to watch you while you are on your journey. You don't have to have completed the dang on journey. And let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you, you like that? Trying. People don't know I'm on the phone. But he said, man, you're tall. Because my bounce boots. But I'm telling you guys, it's not about you. So you don't have to be at the end of your journey. Every day that you don't tell somebody about what it is you have in your hand, a product or a service, even if you're not in my company, if you believe that what you have is good, you should be shouting it from the rooftops all the time. Now learn how to do it correctly. Don't spam people, don't annoy people, don't try to force it down their throat. Become skilled at the art of conversation. Okay, develop the skills, okay, to successfully communicate to people the value of what it is you have in your hand. All right? But if you really feel like what you have is good and you can help some people, you should be telling people constantly, incessantly, okay? You just really should. Now, hey, how are you? Handsome? How are y'all? She's looking for you. Just get the babies. The baby's just out here by herself. Jesus. They on the other side of the car. So if you have something, if you have something good, you should be telling everybody about it, guys. And every day that you don't share with someone what it is you have, you are keeping them from the solution to the problem that is plaguing them at night. I have a client, y'all, a new client, start with me 2 weeks ago, and I just checked in with her. I was like, hey, how are things going? All right, now if you my client and you on this Facebook Live and you like, she ain't checked on me yet, I'm getting to you. I'm getting to you. Just hold on. Don't get sensitive on me, okay? But I did check in with this client, and she has an autoimmune disease, and like many people do. And so I was just checking in, and she was telling me, okay, well, this one particular product, this is how it's affecting me, and I don't like that so much. So I said, okay, cool. You know, how's your water intake and things of that nature. And sometimes when you're dealing with different people's bodies and their health conditions, certain things can affect them differently than the norm. So when we finished like discussing that, she said, but this chaga, and that is a medicinal herb. That's a all natural herb from Asia, okay? She said, this chaga, I will not be without it because my pain from her autoimmune disease, in just 2 weeks, her pain has decreased. Y'all, when I say that, just my face lit up. I started smiling so hard, my cheeks hurt, because she and I had an extensive conversation before she purchased from me, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I really, really want her to get relief. I really, really want her to be happy with her purchase. I really, really want her to have a quality of life that everybody deserves. So to hear her say that she was happy with the medicinal herb that I shared with her, and that it was giving her relief from pain incessantly due to her autoimmune disease, my God, y'all, listen. Everybody is not looking to be snatched to the gods. Everybody is not looking for some, super duper dramatic swan weight loss transformation. There are people out here with serious health issues, and if you introduce them to the products before you have your transformation, who knows what life you can make so much better? Who knows? Okay, that young lady with the autoimmune deficiency disease, I could have weighed 300 pounds, but if I told her, listen, I got this herb, and I know somebody who had the same thing, they were suffering with the same thing you were suffering with, and they tried it, and this was their result, why don't you try it and see what's up for you? She wouldn't be like, well, why you so heavy? She wouldn't have said that. She would not. She wouldn't say, well, why you haven't reached your weight loss goal? No, she's seeking relief for herself. Okay? So you got to stop thinking that everything is about you, how you look, how you say things, the fact that you're new, the fact that you're old. You've been in the business too long. You've been in the business not long enough. You're too old. You're too young. You're too black. You're too white. Your hair doesn't look good. Or whatever it is you're thinking about yourself, get out of your own way. And most importantly, get out of the way of other people. If you want to ever be successful, I don't know too many people, seriously, that talk about success and leave out money. So if you want to grow, increase your income, you have to make an impact in the lives of other people. You have to make an impact in the lives of other people. And yes, that requires you to do some things that are not always fun. That requires you to do some things that you probably don't and won't like to do, like being on camera. But you got to get out there and tell your story. And there's nobody that can tell your story better than you. And a photo ain't going to do it all the time, y'all. It's just not. There's only so many words people scrolling Facebook are going to read. But you can say, I don't know, what is the stat? Is it like you can say like 1,000 or 5,000 words in a minute? I don't know. It's something crazy like that. But you can talk. And people will listen to a 1-minute video longer than they'll read a paragraph. Okay? So get out of your own way. Go out there and talk to people. If you're in my company, especially, just because I know my company, more so than anything else. But even if you're not in my company, whatever it is that you are doing, go out there and make an impact in the world. And if you're an employee, start something on the side. If you're not happy with your life, start something on the side that you are passionate about, and go out there and share it with people. Learn how to share it correctly, and just share. Just say, whose problem can I solve today? Whose problem can I solve today? And don't be afraid to also ask, who's got my money? Like Grant Cardone, right? Uncle G. Who's got my money? Okay, can I solve a problem for them so I can get my money? I am telling you guys, it will change your life. But you got to stop thinking that everything is about you. Everything rises and falls on you. And if you don't get it done, then it won't get done. Because that's not the case. On your journey to success, the most important thing that you should learn, well, I don't want to say most. One of the most important things you should learn is using leverage. Leverage other people, leverage money, leverage tools, leverage systems, leverage time, leverage, what do you call it? It compresses time frames. You can get so much done, so much more stuff done when you are connected to a team than you can alone. You can piggyback off of the expertise and the errors of other people so that you can learn from their mistakes instead of repeating their mistakes. Guys, I'm telling you, stop procrastinating. Stop thinking that you have more time than what you really have. Because as you get older, time gets faster. Not because time is actually going faster, but because as you get older, you value time more. And the minute you start to pay attention to something, that sucker really, the minute you want to hold on to something, that's when it starts to slip away. That's when it starts to slip away. So, as I look back, I'm turning 40 in June. That's what, like 2 months? I'm turning 40 in June. Of course, I'm thinking about my 30s. My 30s were completely unlike my 20s. And as I look back, my 30s, parts of it were euphoric, parts of it were pure hell. Just to keep it real with you. Hey, Sasha. Just to keep it real with you. And hello, everybody else that joined. I saw my girl, Sasha, and I haven't spoken to her in a while. But, yeah, parts were euphoric, parts were hell. And if someone had told me at age 29 that I would have gone through everything I've gone through at age 39, woo, baby, I don't know if I would have signed up for that class. But thank God we don't know all the steps ahead of us. I know so many of y'all want to know every single freaking thing. You're like CSI up in this mug. How am I going to do it, Kim? When am I going to have the time to do it, Kim? What am I going to... Oh my gosh, I don't know the answer. And thank God you don't either. Because if you knew the answer, you probably wouldn't do it, okay? Sometimes the path is only made clear one step at a time. One step at a time. And that's for your protection. Trust me, that's for your protection. Because if you saw the whole dang on thing, you'd be like, I pass. Next. But I'm telling you, I'm thankful and grateful that I did not see this whole entire path and that I got out of my own way. Because you know what? Truth be told, and I don't have any issues about my age, but I think I look fine for about to be 40. I went to the luncheon with my grandmother for her birthday. My grandmother just turned 82. And I went to her Christian women's luncheon. And it was so funny because somebody was like, what? She's about to be 40? I thought she was in her 20s. I was like, thank you. But I don't have issues with my age. But, every time you hit those milestones, 30, 40, 50, you tend to reflect. Even the middle ones, right? Like 35, 45, whatever. And so as I look back, I said, wow, these 10 years flew by. 29 to 39 flew by. Here is my point. The time is going to pass anyway. Okay? Some of y'all are older than me. Some of y'all are younger than me. Regardless of whether you are older than me or younger than me, you are in the perfect position. Everything is working together for your good. All God's timing is perfect. If you're younger than me, then great. You have an opportunity to not go through half the pain I endured when I was your age. If you're older than me, then great. You are so much more wise, so much more wise than you would have been if you had started at my age, which means that you can move a whole lot quicker because you value things so much more than the youth do. So everything is always working together for your good. And God's timing really is perfect. And time is going to pass anyway. So regardless of whether it takes you 5 years, 10 years, 15, I don't even care if it's 20 years to build your business, to pursue your dream, and ultimately reach that point of success that you desire, the time is freaking going to pass anyway. Thank goodness I started when I did. Because if I were where I am right now, standing today, about to be 40 in 2 months, and I didn't have my business, I didn't have the growth I've experienced in the last 10 years, and if I were still in the same exact place that I was when I was 29, y'all, I probably look like I was about to turn 50 now. From the stress of it all. I think there was nothing more stressful than having the years pass you by and you are the same exact person year after year. Most of us don't read a book, don't really learn anything new after high school. How you gonna be a 20-year-old, 18-year-old? Then you a 30-year-old, 18-year-old. Y'all know these people. You a 40-year-old, 18-year-old. You know these people. They 40 years old. They got to talk about, man, you should have seen me, man, dog, when I was in high school, man. You couldn't tell me nothing. 50-yard line. I took 3 touchdowns, and you like, dude, it's 2019. Come with us to the present, okay? But those people have to relive their glory days because that's all they have. You a 50-year-old, 18-year-old. You a 60-year-old, 18-year-old? There's some 70-year-old, 18-year-olds walking around here, y'all. And I heard I'm going to end with this. I heard a mentor say, I listen to a lot of people that are really, really good. They help me recondition my mind and just stay in a frame of mind of just like constantly wanting to improve and do better. And I heard the guy say this. He said, you know, there's two versions of all of us. There's who we are, and there's who we are meant to be. And he said, what you do not want, you don't want to get to the end of your life and meet the version of yourself that you were always destined to be, the best, highest, most purposeful version of yourself, and not even recognize that person. You don't want to be so far removed from that person that they seem like a stranger, but it's really you, who you were destined to be, who you could have been. And they're a complete stranger to you because you never took a step toward becoming that best version. And that really impacted me when he said that. I don't want to meet the best version of myself and it be a stranger. Dang, how sad would that be? Sasha said, Kim, you talking to us? And I'm trying, sis. Well, she said, I don't have time means you want life to be easy now. But see, when you spend time now, life is easier later. Yeah, absolutely. And let me tell you something. If you are connected to the right people, the right vehicle, you don't even need the time. Again, it goes back to leverage. It's not about you. That's an employee mindset. When you say, I don't have the time, that means you're thinking that you have to do it all. But what if you didn't have to do it all? What if you were connected to people and you had a system where all you had to do was just plug and play? What if things were automated for you? What if everything was basically like kind of the same with a few variances? When somebody says, I'll join when I have time, or I'll build a team when I have time, they don't get it. The reason why you don't have time to do it right now is the same exact reason why you will never have time to do it. I don't know anybody over the age of 18 who has had, just like, hey, I ain't got nothing to do. Yeah, I'm just chilling. Just waiting for somebody. No, there's always something going on. It's called life, y'all. Life is hard from the womb to the tomb. Get used to it. Stop waiting for the time. Start making the time. And start realizing that you don't always have to have as much time as you need if you are smart. If you are smart about how you move and navigate through this thing we call life, it's not about you as much as you think it is. Get out of your own way. Get out of your own way. All right, y'all. It's getting kind of dark. Thank y'all for walking and talking with me. Talking and bouncing with me. I'll see y'all in the next one. If you're watching on YouTube and this is your first time seeing me, you like what I had to say, definitely click that subscribe button and click the bell to the right, ding dong, so every time I upload a video, you'll be the first to know. All right, talk to y'all later. Bye.